it is my pleasure to introduce to you a friend of veterans and a mission-qualified leader, Judge Wendy Lindley.
Thank you. Okay, so we've heard some powerful, moving speeches today, and I just feel so privileged to have had the opportunity to hear from those of you that spoke, and also the opportunity to talk with so many of you here at the conference. It's been wonderful to share ideas, to plan, and to dream dreams for the future. Here, gathered in this room today, is an absolute wealth of dedicated, hardworking, compassionate, creative people. You, each one of you, mentors, practitioners, every one of you that's here today, you matter, because this is about you. This is about you going back to your communities now and taking what you've learned and implementing your plan to save lives, to save families, and to make this country a better place for everyone. The work that you do, that you will do, that you have done, that you'll continue to do matters in ways that you will never know. You will affect people that you don't even know exist, people you'll never meet. With the work that you provide each day, with your professionalism, using your people skills, addressing post-traumatic stress, traumatic brain injury, military sexual trauma, and substance abuse, you are preventing violence in the home. You are protecting spouses, children, and grandchildren. You are preventing suicides. You're helping victims of traumatic brain injury regain their footing. You're helping victims of military sexual trauma regain their self-respect. You are empowering these people. You are creating links for them back to their family and their community. In an example, and this will be brief, but in an example of how the things you do can affect people in ways you never know. One of our actual very first mentor in our combat veterans court here in Orange County was Justice Eileen Moore. And because she was so early in, she ended up writing a lot of articles. One of the articles that she wrote was read by an inmate veteran in state prison here in California. And as a result of that, he wrote her a letter asking if she could help reduce his sentence. Probably some of you have received letters like that before, I know I have. And she wrote back to him and she said, you know, I'm sorry, I can't help reduce your sentence. And I couldn't help but notice that you have a long sentence that you're going to be dealing with. But I have this suggestion for you. Why don't you make valuable use of your time while you are there and reach out your hand to a veteran that you might encounter that's also incarcerated. So 5 years go by, and very recently she received a second letter from this inmate. And he said, Justice Moore, I really took to heart what you said, and I got together with some other veterans, and we created a chapter. And at this point, we've helped over 1,000 other incarcerated veterans in the state prison system. So we never know what we say, what we do, the way it might affect another, which would exceed anything we could possibly imagine. Your effort, those of you here in this room, to help each people, each person that you work with, is really like the pebble that drops in that pond. That initial contact just goes out further and further and further and helps so very many people that you'll never even know. You're inspiring. Every one of you that chose to be here today, you're inspiring because you choose to do this work that really matters. You're inspiring because you want to restore veterans. You're inspiring because you have dedicated yourself to this mission. I respect and admire this important work that you do. You do yourself, your community, and your nation proud with this work. Best wishes to each of you as you return to your community well-armed and enthusiastic to to provide justice for vets. Thank you.